Welcome to Financial Jaga Jaga. Hello everyone. Hello. My name is Osarumwense. Happy New Year. This is Financial Jaga Jaga, where we break down seemingly complex finance and economic issues for the simple minds. So I was on my own on Wednesday when I saw this amazing headline about how the federal government plans to start borrowing money from unclaimed dividend and dormant account balances. And oh boy, I saw hilarious reactions and comments. Somebody said nobody should dare touch his money, or that he's saving money to process Canada visa. Somebody else was so pissed. She was so pissed. She said, Nigeria, you borrow from China, you borrow from this, you borrow from that. Now you want to start borrowing from dormant accounts and unclaimed. And yet another person talked about the fact that very soon we might just be on our own, and the government will start saying they want to borrow 10% of the money in our account or 20% of the money in our account. Guys, these comments cracked me up, and trust me, I get the sentiment. And just in case you're watching this video and you don't even understand what we are talking about, sit back, relax. This video is just for you. And one more thing, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So today we're talking about the federal government's decision to borrow unclaimed dividend, dormant account balances. And you may be wondering, what's unclaimed dividend? Or is my account dormant? Are they going to sweep the money in my account? Oh my God, calm down. So let's take it one by one. What is unclaimed dividend? Unclaimed dividend is simply dividend that is not claimed. I'm just joking. No, calm down. So this is only going to affect people that bought shares of certain companies. When you buy the stock of a company or shares of a company, and the company decides to pay dividend, which is like interest. Once they declare that dividend, you are supposed to claim the dividend within 30 days. So if for any reason you didn't claim the dividend, then it will be classified as unclaimed dividend. Secondly, you might have received a dividend check, which you were supposed to take to the bank, and you did not take it to the bank, then that might also have been classified as unclaimed dividend. And the third reason is you might have a deceased relative that's actually invested in the shares of certain companies and nobody has gone to claim the dividend. Then that might also be classified as unclaimed dividend. Now, if you watch this video and you're like, oh my God, I actually have unclaimed dividend, what am I going to do? Don't worry. Just refer to the description box in this video. I've listed out the steps on how to go about claiming your unclaimed dormant account balances. Some people are panicking. Oh my God, I have this money in this account. I've not touched it. Is my account now dormant? Just calm down. For an account to be classified as dormant, there must have been no transaction on that account first for 12 months. Then they move it and classify it as an inactive account. Then after they watch it for another 12 months, when they see that the account there's still no activity on the account, then it is classified as a dormant account balance. But no need to panic, because the only money that will be moved to the trust fund for the federal government's borrow use is only those accounts that have been dormant for 6 years and above. So if you have a dormant account that's not up to 6 years, you can just go to the bank and reactivate it. That's all. And one more thing, good news for that, my guy, the comments we read about him saying nobody should touch his money, he's saving money for visa processing. So if you're saving money and it's been there for a long time, you can simply, a friend of mine actually made this suggestion, you can actually set a standing instruction, just set or make up your mind to transfer a certain, maybe 100 naira every 6 months or 50 naira, just ensure that the account is not inactive for a period as long as 12 months. If that's it, then you're fine. So the monies, the unclaimed dividend, dormant account balances will be moved to an unclaimed fund, trust fund with the central bank, according to the Finance Act 2020, which is to take effect from January 1st, 2021. Now, this Finance Act 2020, there's so many changes, but let's just focus on this matter for today. Another thing we need to note is that if your dormant account, if you happen to be one of the people that will move their money to that trust fund, you don't need to worry, because you would actually be able to claim the money back from the central bank. For now, I don't know the process. Once I find that out, I'll probably do an updated video, or I'll just update the description box below. So just watch out. You can message me if you have any questions. Another thing we need to notice, if any bank or company should fail to move any dormant account balance or unclaimed dividend to the trust fund with the central bank, they would actually be fined. They will have to pay 5 times that amount of money plus accumulated interest. Or more, no company will want to joke with this. So if you think about it, it's not totally bad. It's not really a bad thing, because come to think of it, you are actually going to be lending money to your government. Like, you're a good person, you're a patriotic citizen, and the Lord Almighty will bless you. Okay, I'm joking. It's actually good because the government will actually be able to have access to these huge funds without necessarily going to China or one country or IMF or whatever to take more loans. I mean, we already have so much, the government already has so much loans, so there's no point going outside to borrow again when we have this money sitting somewhere. Rumor has it, there's news around saying that there's about 200 billion naira sitting as unclaimed dividend within the system. This is just unclaimed dividend. We're not even talking about dormant account balances yet. So the government would have access to these funds. They'll be able to carry out projects without necessarily borrowing at a huge cost from foreign bodies, foreign institutions. Well, the only bad thing I see, or the only possible bad things I see, is still the issue of accountability. Will these funds be utilized properly by the government? And one other important thing, these funds have been sitting probably with a company or a bank, and it has been like a cheap source of funds to the business. So imagine them moving these funds now to the central bank. It will mean that they would have an increased cost of funds. So that company that has been using the unclaimed dividend to probably, make more money, they would have an increased cost of fund, and they might want to, in order to sustain their profit base, they might want to shift that cost to the consumers. But generally, it's not a totally bad thing. There's so much we can even talk about when you look at the 2020 Finance Act, but this is where I'm going to stop for today. This is Financial Jaga Jaga. Feel free to leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more inspiring content coming your way. And I say bye. Have a great week ahead. Bye.